Many drawings require a perfect circle shape as an outline. Learning how to draw a perfect circle without the aid of a tool is essential because it's the outline of various characters, animals, and even objects. For this tutorial, we're going to work freehand. All you need is a piece of paper and your favorite pencil, and you're all set to draw a perfect circle. Okay, let's get started. First, we need to draw a square. Squares are a lot easier to draw since they require only 4 straight lines. Draw a line the same size as the width you want your circle to be. Make sure all your lines are the same length. Measure that line with your pencil, carry that measurement to create the other 3 sides of your square. If you need, you can draw it using a ruler. Draw a diagonal cross in the middle of the square that reach all 4 corners. Draw a vertical and a horizontal cross through the center where the 2 diagonal lines cross over. This will make a star shape with the lines. Simply trace along from one endpoint to another until the circle is done halfway through. Trace the other half of the circle, finalizing the form of the circle shape. The first few rounds of circles won't be that perfect. Keep going until you see a perfect circle starting to appear. Join these separate parts by traveling through the guidelines on all 4 parts. Lastly, we erase our guidelines. Feel free to clean up your circle even more, darken your stroke, and fix the circle. After fixing it, go over the circle one more time. Accurately as possible, outline the sketch one more time. That's it, your circle is completed. You can even do it simply without using a square. Start by drawing a straight horizontal line in the middle of your paper. The length of the line should be as much as you want your circle shape to be. Remember, use light strokes when drawing these lines. You can again use your pencil to measure the length of one of these lines. Draw a vertical line intersecting with the horizontal line that we drew in the previous step. At this point, these 2 lines should now be forming a cross pattern. And draw some diagonal lines on all 4 sides. Again, we'll make a star shape with the lines. In this step, we will be tracing a circle using the endpoints of the line as a guide. Try to match each quadrant with the other quadrants to get a balanced look. Create slight curves on all 4 ends of the horizontal and vertical guides before starting each of these quadrants. Get rid of these lines using an eraser to polish up the shape of the circle. This also helps keep your drawing neat and tidy. Another way of drawing circles is to use your finger as an anchor point and turn the paper around to draw the circle. If you want a small circle, place your middle finger by the lid and then firmly on the paper. Then smoothly turn the paper around. It will be turning around your finger, and hold the pencil in your hand very still, and we have a small circle now. If you want a slightly bigger circle, use 2 fingers like this. For a larger one, use 3 fingers and place the pinky down and apply constant pressure with the pencil. There's another method I use to draw circles. If your strokes are too wobbly and shaky and hard to control, use short strokes and shape them into a circle, because short strokes are much easier to draw than long ones. Okay, so let's draw a series of short broken strokes and then shape them into a circle. Adjust your path as you go. You can start from the beginning if you prefer, or you can just continue from the nearest spot you think is the best if you got deviated from the path. And don't be afraid to use an eraser whenever you need to. Small circles are easier to draw than big ones, so I recommend you to start with the smaller ones or medium ones. And then after a few tries, challenge yourself a bit and try out drawing bigger ones. Once your hand is familiar with these drawing motions, try drawing longer strokes until they become smoother and smoother. Finally, you can darken the border of your circle to have the final shape. These tricks can be very useful, but now let's go try some more artistic techniques. For this technique, I'm going to keep my fingers and my wrist very still and hover my pencil over the paper and create a circular motion like this. Once I feel comfortable, I'm just going to lower my pencil to create the circle. And put down the side of the hand on the table and use it as an anchor point so that your pencil could hover at a consistent height of just a few millimeters above the paper. Remember, to draw better circles smoothly, you have to limit the movement of your fingers and wrist and instead use your shoulder and elbow to move. This is really crucial. The most important part about this method is to visualize a circle in your mind first and then trace it on the paper by gradually getting your hand closer to the paper. Over time, you'll be able to gain better control of your hand. I do need a bit of warm up with this, so make sure to practice a few before drawing the actual circle you want to use in your paintings or drawings or sketches. You see, I'm getting better too. This technique requires a good warm up and it's the hardest one actually. So try this after you really get some experiences with circles. Or you can try drawing continuous circles over and over again just like this. This is my favorite method actually. So instead of hovering your pencil and then drawing a single circle, try connecting your pencil to the paper from the beginning so you can clearly see the output of your arm movements. Of course, this one requires practice as well. We had the same practice in warm-up tutorial if you guys remember. So just like that practice, fill a few pages with circles like this until you get the hang of it and your hand and eyes get more sync with your mind. Try drawing circles in different sizes. Once you feel comfortable with the circular motions, try it without letting your hand touch the paper. And don't forget to practice often to build up your muscle memory. Artists often start their workday by doing a warm-up. They draw a bunch of circles and lines so they feel confident to start working on their projects. So doodle circles when you're bored. All those little doodle practices will have a big impact altogether. I'm going to draw my main circle here now. Smoothly start refining the circle, and now if you want to, you go ahead and adjust your outline. And keep rotating the paper to see all angles from different perspectives. You could leave it like that, or you can clean it up and adjust your strokes further. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and have fun with your new circle drawing skills.